I'm a man who believed that I died 20 years ago. And I live like a man who is dead already. I have no fear whatsoever of anybody or anything.
My ancestors that jumped from the ships, because they knew death was better than bondage.
In this crooked game of power politics here in America, the Negro, namely the race problem, integration, civil rights issue, are all nothing but tools used by the whites who call themselves liberals against another group of whites who call themselves conservatives, either to get into power or to retain power. Among whites here in America, the political teams are no longer divided into Democrats and Republicans. The whites who are now struggling for control of the American political throne are divided into liberal and conservative camps. The white liberals from both parties cross party lines to work together toward the same goal. And white conservatives from both parties do likewise. The white liberal differs from the white conservative only in one way. The liberal is more deceitful, more hypocritical than the conservative. Both want power, but the white liberal is the one who has perfected the art of posing as the Negro's friend and benefactor. And by winning the friendship and support of the Negro, the white liberal is able to use the Negro as a pawn or a weapon in this political football game that is constantly raging between the white liberals and the white conservatives. The American Negro is nothing but a political football, and the white liberals control this ball through tricks or tokenism, false promises of integration and civil rights. In this game of deceiving and using the American Negro, the white liberals have complete cooperation of the Negro civil rights leader, who sell our people out for a few crumbs of token recognition, token gains, token progress. In the New York Tribune, in an editorial dated February the 5th, 1960, they pointed out that out of 11 million qualified Negro voters, only 2,700,000 actually take time to vote. This means that, roughly speaking, only 3 million out of the 11 million Negroes who are qualified to vote take an active part. and the remaining 8 million remain voluntarily inactive. And yet it is this small minority, the 3 million Negro voters, who help determine who will be the next president. If who will be the next president can be influenced by 3 million Negro voters, it is easy to see why the presidential candidates of both political parties put on such a false show with the Civil Rights Bill and promises of integration. They must impress the 3 million voting Negroes who are the actual integration seekers. And if so much fuss is made over these 3 million integration seekers, what would the presidential candidates have to do to appease the 8 million non-voting Negroes if they ever decided to become politically active? They hold the balance of power. Who are the 8 million non-voting Negroes? What do they want? And why don't they vote? The 3 million Negro voters are the so-called middle-class Negroes, or high-class Negroes, or uppity Negroes, who are referred to by the late Howard University sociology professor E. Franklin Frazier as the black bourgeoisie, who have been educated to think as patriotic individualists with no racial pride whatsoever, who believe in and look forward to the future integrated, intermarried society.
One more clip.
And therefore, this integration-minded 3 million minority remain an active part of the white-controlled political parties. But it must never be overlooked that these 3 million Negro integration seekers are only a small minority of the 11 million qualified Negro voters. The 8 million non-voting Negroes are the majority, the downtrodden black masses. They have refused to vote. They've refused to take a part in politics because they reject the Uncle Tom approach of the clergy politician leadership that has been handpicked for the so-called Negroes by the white man himself. This clergy politician leadership does not speak for the Negro majority. They don't speak for the black masses. They speak for the black bourgeoisie, the brainwashed, white-minded, middle-class minority, who, because they are ashamed of their race, because they are ashamed of being black, and don't want to be identified with black, they are seeking to lose this black identity by mixing and mingling and intermarrying and integrating with the white society. The race problem cannot be solved by listening to the white-minded, brainwashed minority. The white man must try to learn what the black majority want. The president would be wise to try and learn what the black masses want. If the 3 million middle-class Negroes are casting their ballots for integration and intermarriage, what do the non-voting black masses who are in the majority want? Find out what the black masses want, and then perhaps America's grave race problem can be solved.
It's amazing that someone could speak that prophetic, right? It's amazing that somebody who could spit so prophetic as if he's a prophet, because he said that 60 years ago. Just think about that. 60 years ago, he said that. And now look at where we at today. We doing the same thing, voting for the Democratic Party. I mean, and I'm not a Republican, by the way. Never voted Republican. I done voted Democrat on numerous of occasions. But our people are still doing the same thing that Malcolm X warned us about. You know, his testimony was going against everything that we doing right now, today, 2024, November 4th.
And I think anybody you are talking to in a barbershop, anybody you are talking to in your house, in your family, at church, who is coming with that kind of attitude, I think you have to ask them, well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time. They've been raising us and working and having our backs. And when we get in trouble and the system's not working for us, they're the ones who are out there marching and protesting. And so now you're thinking about sitting out or even supporting somebody who has a history of denigrating you because you think that's a sign of strength, because that's what being a man is, putting women down. That's not acceptable. That's not it. This shouldn't even be a question.
Is the reason why we don't trust Kamala. Part of the reason is because of you, Obama. I voted for you twice. The nerve of you to, the nerve of you to come at black men like that. Boy, I swear, foundational black Americans are the most misused, abused, neglected, benign neglect, physical neglect, mental neglect, emotional neglect. We are the most abused and neglected. I mean, hell, I the past 6 years to 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, I haven't even heard them even talk about the black man as a demographic, as a political demographic that's powerful and strong. I haven't. This is the first year where I heard uh, about the black man being a vital um, key demographic in the voting polls. So, in that sense, I guess we are making strides. Now they are realizing that the black man vote is not free. One is not free, and that we are not monolithic. We are not a monolithic demographic, right? But one way, I guess, in some sense, we are monolithic because we are all refusing to vote for nothing. I mean, I'm not gonna vote for Trump, but to some degree, I don't knock people for saying that Trump is a candidate that they can vote for. Let's get that. Let's get that on the let's get that clear. But back to Barack Obama, the sleazy car salesman. Back to him. He accused us of being misogynist. He accused us of um, not, because we are not parallel black men to black women politically. to a big degree, I think, that we are misogynists. Hmm? Which is ridiculous. My doctor is a woman, by the way. So I guess if I was misogynist, I probably wouldn't have a woman doctor, right? Guess if I was misogynist, I wouldn't have a woman doctor. And the reason why I have a woman doctor is because uh, she's a good doctor, right? Yeah, she's a good doctor. If she was a bad woman doctor, then I wouldn't want a male doctor. I would just want a good doctor. Give me a good doctor, male or woman. So all this misogyny stuff from this man, and by the way, and by the way, and by the way, black men finished second behind black women and first among all black men in voting for Hillary Clinton. So Barack, how can we be misogynist? Are these the same black men? Are these some different black men from a different planet? Planet Jupiter? Saturn? Hmm? Look at that. White men 32, white woman 45, black man 81, black woman 98, Hispanic man 65, Hispanic woman 67. Hmm? All right. And this demographic, black men also is the second demographic far as voting for Democrat behind yours, well, hers truly, black woman. But we are, let's get a better video. Yeah, so we are. This was a poll from, well, actually, it's not a poll. It's more of a breakdown over years and years of primary elections and non-primary elections. But on this one, this is share voting, Democrat Party, Republican Party, 2018, which wasn't the primary, but black men second. 2020, black men second again. So not only are we not misogynist, but we also so not only are we not misogynist, but we are also uh, committed to the Democratic Party as of up to 2020. So we do vote Democrat, and we ain't misogynist, right? You know, uh, I don't have a master's in political science or nothing like that, and I wouldn't. I'm not a political science major, and I don't play one on TV. But I will say that shaming people, insulting people, disrespecting people is not a good way to get them to vote for your party. Yeah. No, that's not a good way. I would think that you would know that, Barack.
Now, I recognize that angry, disillusioned people out there, upset with the slow pace of change. And I get it. It is reasonable to be frustrated. We all know we have a lot more work to do in this country. But to anyone out there thinking about sitting out this election or voting for Donald Trump or a third-party candidate in protest because you're fed up, let me warn you, your rage does not exist in a vacuum. If we don't get this election right, your wife, your daughter, your mother, we as women will become collateral damage to your rage. To look into the eyes of the women and children you love and tell them that you supported this assault on our safety? And to the women listening, we have every right to demand that the men in our lives do better by us. We have to use our voices to make these choices clear to the men that we love. Our lives are worth more than their anger and disappointment. And we are more than just baby-making vessels. And if you are a woman who lives in a household of men that don't listen to you or value your opinion, just remember that your vote is a private matter. Regardless of the political views of your partner, you get to choose. You get to use your judgment and cast your vote for yourself and the women in your life. Remember.
Boy, I can't even hear the rest of that bull crap. Woof. Well, dang, Michelle. Michelle. You got a whole black family. Whole black family. But you promote all these. You side with a party that's counterproductive to the makeup of your family. If you and B-Rock was in the alternative lifestyle community, y'all wouldn't even have them beautiful queens that y'all have. If y'all would have chose to how can I say this without any flags on my pages? If y'all chose to do the thing with the little baby come out your stomach that the Democrats promote, that might not allow the baby to grow up and get that first tooth and ride that first bike and ride that car and all that, right? That thing that the Democrats promote that might not allow a baby to grow, right? At all. Like cut the baby off from growing in every form and fashion. I just don't want to say that on these two pages, Facebook and YouTube, because I'm still trying to get my footing right on these apps, as far as social media. But yeah, Michelle, you promote a party that is counterproductive to what you have chosen in life. I want a family. Can I get a family? You telling the sisters to not listen to their men and be dysfunctional and be chaotic with their men. When the Bible said the man is the head of the household, and you made sure you ain't say husband, you said men. So in other words, men means you want women to tell their cousins, their nephews, their fathers, their husbands, they situation shit, they hook up, man. Tell everybody. Pizza man, cable, Comcast man, everything. I always defended Michelle Obama. Always defended her. even when I started to realize stuff about her husband, how crooked and puppet of the system her husband is. I ain't gonna say he a puppet. He is the part of the system, because that's giving him a pass. But even when I started to throw your husband under the bus, I always say, but Michelle, you know what? She don't even like politics like that. Boom, boom, boom. She's the most educated first lady in history. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? When I was saying, I always, when people was questioning, starting Esquire magazine, tabloid magazine rumors about her questioning her gender, I defended her on that. No, I'm still gonna defend her on that. I just don't believe that outlandish bull crap. Uh, yeah, I defended you, and I might still defend you in certain rooms. I'm not gonna let no room full of white people throw you under the bus because even though I don't fuck with you. I mean, even though I don't mess with you. Uh, even though I don't mess with you, I will still defend you in certain categories, but just to be on code. But yeah, it's done. It's done. One, her husband is telling the black community that the black man is misogynist and he not smart enough to make rational decisions as far as voting. And she telling the black community that we all messed up mentally, so mentally messed up that the woman got to step in there and be the moral of authority and political intelligence to guide the rest of the demographics of black people, like black men, middle-aged black men, older black men, younger black men, uh, older black woman, middle-aged black woman, younger black woman. She want black women to spread the message to all those demographics within the black community, right? This is crazy, yo. This is November 4th. Tomorrow will be November 5th. And we can finally get this election over. So we can get the I told you so's out the way. We can get the symbolism and the benign neglect, whatever. We can get that all out the way. You feel me? Yeah, but Michelle and Barack, y'all are part of the elite system. That's why people like Bill Gates just gave y'all 50 million. That's why y'all control most of the media. That's why uh y'all could that's why y'all are from the same puppet masters as the people that control hip hop, control rap, control thought rap and drill rap and killer N-word rap, right? I don't know what this stuff is called.
Guys, it's Mindy. I'm here in my kitchen, and today we are cooking, but we have a very special guest. Very special. Senator Kamala Harris.
Hi, guys.
Wait, so here's what I want to know.
Okay.
Is it respectful to call, I should be calling you Senator Harris, right?
No, you should not. That's not on my birth certificate.
Okay.
Call
Kama?
me, yes, please.
Okay, because the Indian in me, I feel like my parents, my dad will watch this.
Just don't call me auntie.
Okay. I won't call you auntie. They'll be like, how could you call her by her first name? She's worked so hard. Okay, so what we're gonna cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and I don't cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you are Indian.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that. But I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like, at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like the thing we're so excited about to have you running for president.
Yeah.
So we're both Indian,
Yes.
but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people
You
we're
do.
related already,
Yeah.
so this is perfect. It's basically true.
We wish her all the best in her lifetime. And once she becomes the president, our earnest request is she should be a friendly country for our nation. So the India is surrounded by many other countries like China, Pakistan and others. And she should be giving full support to the India.
बहुत प्राउड फीलिंग है क्योंकि जैसा हमारी हिस्ट्री रही है, इंडिया की हिस्ट्री रही है, काफ़ी डोमिनेशंस रहे हैं हमारे ऊपर, काफ़ी लोगों ने कंट्रोल किया है, रूल किया है. तो जब हम ये देखते हैं कि उन कंट्रीज़ में जो अपने आप को डेवलप
Oh, shoot. Well, long story short, the heading was a little bit lower. He was basically saying that he's glad. The caption was a little bit too low. He was saying that he's glad that an Indian president is going to be president of the United States. I mean, Indian person is going to be president of the United States so he can reap the benefits, basically. Long story short. Right. So I guess we want her because she black and they want her because she Indian. Oh man, Lord, I'm in the Matrix. Get me out the Matrix. Somebody get me out the Matrix, please. This woman is not savvy, bro. She's not smart. Possess no charisma. She don't have no style. She's not. She's not smooth. She's awkward. She's cringy. And I hope I ain't got to deal with that for the next 4 years. Or Trump either, man. If we live in a perfect world and if God is with me, Jill Stein would be the president tomorrow. But she a terrible liar. That's one thing that confuses me. You a prosecutor. You should be good at lying. Is it defense attorneys that's more good at lying, or is the whole joke about lawyers is that they both lie and they both are very low brow, low frequency people? Whatever, man. Whatever, bro. But she's a lawyer and she don't know how to lie. Maybe she just don't know how to lie on TV or in the seat of a political person. But and that's one reason why Obama didn't endorse her. Do I got that picture? And that's one. Hold on. Do I got that picture? No, that's not the picture. That's not the picture. It's not the picture. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I got that picture. Come on now. And that's why Obama didn't endorse her. You know why Obama didn't endorse her immediately? He endorsed her, but he didn't endorse her. You know why he didn't? It's because she be laughing. She be laughing, y'all. When it ain't nothing funny. She be laughing. She don't know how to answer questions on her feet. She don't have no policy. She don't know what to do when plan B didn't work and you got to go to plan C, or maybe plan C didn't work. You gotta go to Plan D, then maybe go to like she has no on your feet multitask of the brain, right? And again, I'm not a political science major or nothing. Never run for office, but I'm thinking that you really, really have to know how to negotiate, hold your own, uh, not look defeated, not look weak, not be easily um mad or easily frustrated, or and we see that from her too much, too much. And what we have seen is the reason why we haven't seen her. Well, what we have seen in the past month and a half is the reason why we haven't seen that much of her throughout the presidency, asking questions and all that. Because they've been trying to hide her. They've been trying to hide her. Obama endorses open nominating process. He wanted Gavin Newsom or the other Buttigieg probably, and it's another one. But he wanted Gavin. That's what they don't tell you on CNN. He wanted Gavin. And it's been very chaotic within the Democratic Party. You got Obama saying, "Oh, uh, you're not voting for Kamala because she a woman. You better vote for her because she with us. She auntie." And you got Kamala saying, I don't owe uh the black men don't owe me their vote. I gotta earn it for them, even though she full of shit. But then you got Biden uh wearing "Make America Great" hats and saying things that's sabotaging Kamala's campaign. And it's all karma. It's just all karma. The Democrats deserve it. It's all karma. They party is going to hell in the handbasket. They deserve it. Oh yeah, they deserve it. This is my last clip. Thank you, everybody. So many people in here, a whole zero. But it's recorded, and people usually watch it after it's recorded. But D.L. Hewley, Democratic supporters. You know what really pisses me off about these Democratic celebrities? What really pisses me off is after Kamala become president or Donald Trump become president, they're gonna go away to their lives, then do whatever the fuck rich people. I mean, do whatever rich people do. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do whatever rich people do. One of the tenets of being rich is not caring about middle class to poor people or their problems. I done heard so many millionaires to billionaires in the past month tell me who I should vote for and why I should vote for them. And there's people out here that don't know how they're gonna get to work tomorrow. That don't know if their medical bills will be covered, or don't know if AI will take their jobs next year or the year after that, the year after that. But you got these rich politicians telling us who should who we should vote for, and they eating $100 steaks at lunch. Like, what's really good with this? As if they can relate But mark my words, after this election tomorrow, these Judas Goat celebrities are gonna go away. They're not gonna hold these politicians' feet to the fire. You know, hell, I mean, they already are implicit in the fact that they know black people ain't got nothing, ain't get something nothing specifically from the Democratic Party. So they already complicit now. Come on, man. It don't take a rocket science to know. I mean, it's not rocket science. Democrats don't care about black people. Republicans don't care about black people. It's crazy. Malcolm X said it best.
In this crooked game of power politics here in America, the Negro, namely the race problem, integration, civil rights issue, are all nothing but tools used by the whites who call themselves liberals against another group of whites who call themselves conservatives, either to get into power or to retain power. Among whites here in America, the political teams are no longer divided into Democrats and Republicans. The whites who are now struggling for control of the American political throne are divided into liberal and conservative camps. The white liberals from both parties cross party lines to work together toward the same goal. And white conservatives from both parties do likewise. The white liberal differs from the white conservative only in one way. The liberal is more deceitful, more hypocritical than the conservative. Both want power, but the white liberal is the one who has perfected the art of posing as the Negro's friend and benefactor. And by winning the friendship and support of the Negro, the white liberal is able to use the Negro as a pawn or a weapon in this political football game that is constantly raging between the white liberals and the white conservatives. The American Negro is nothing but a political football, and the white liberals control this ball through tricks or tokenism, false promises of integration and civil rights. In this game of deceiving and using the American Negro, the white liberals have complete cooperation of the Negro civil rights leader, who sell our people out for a few crumbs of token recognition, token gains, token progress. In the New York Tribune, in an editorial dated February the 5th, 1960,
Brother Malcolm. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I'm not voting for neither candidate, but I am educated on all the tricks of the Poli-Tricks. You know, I hear people say Trump provided a lot of jobs for them. Trump will probably be. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Because them Democrats was about to get that. They was about to get it cracking, and yeah. So that was looking a little bit closer to prophecy getting closer. So Trump put a little bit more time between now When them clouds crack open. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm about to get off here. Check out my video. Share it for me. Maybe one day we can get on one of these platforms, or when my channel gets slapping again, maybe do an interview or something. Let me get the music going.
Brought to you by Death Before Bondage.
Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. Because they knew death was better than bondage.
I might be anywhere, but when I leave, you remember I said, with the last words on my lips, I am a revolutionary. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.